Hello and welcome everyone here for round number 9 in the Suzuka for the TCR Series. As we still have some time remaining in the practice session, which is 8 minutes, if I'm seeing correctly. Yeah, 8 minutes remaining in the practice session before we will move on to the qualifying session. So, heading into this round, we have in the lead of the standings Alexander Kosyakov with the 50 kilograms weight mass, and then after him it's David Bosmus in second place, then David Aguaman in third, Sigurd Sork in fourth, and Ida Iglesias in fifth place in the standings. Those five will have weight ballast for this one. So in this practice session, the one on top is Thomas Jager in first place with Alexander Kosyakov behind. Moskvin third. The guy in fourth is Ramiro Perez. Then we have Ete Iglesias with, of course, the 10 kilograms weight ballast as we can. Uh, we also have Tim Cosmos in the session. Keanu Guide in the session, Zabalos in the session, George Mendes in the session, Mataya Nago, Guzman Sanchez, Giovanni Nishi. Those are all in the session, but some of them haven't set a lap time, or the lap times aren't loaded in because we can't see them, which will change soon, hopefully. So as we see here, Michael Sabalas. Don't know how to pronounce his first name, but he's driving in the Volkswagen. A little left hand to the R, but still almost 200 Ks through it. Moving on to the final chicane on the start finish. And his rafts get to the absolute maximum. These cars don't have that much of a torque, but still have lots of torque. As this is George Marine Mendes, and this is David Agual, one of those closest rivals. Oof, and Tamer Bosmer's can't drive because he's not feeling well. She has told in the Discord. As you can, yeah, he's also left the session, so he will not be able to race this race, which is pretty unfortunate for him being second in the standings. Such a shame for him. Let's go back to what happens at the moment. With only 1 minute and 40 seconds of practice still remaining, we're watching with George Mendes. So pretty unfortunate for him that he can't drive. Also, a thing that I noticed is that the sound of Rage Room was still muted, so if it's correct, we'll now have sound. Sorry for that, that was my fault. By not by having muted the sound due to the intro. But yeah, that was my fault, so we will not have it anymore. So there's still 50 seconds remaining in this session, in the practice session. I will 100% make sure we will have the hot lap after qualifying. And with qualifying started, which I didn't notice because my screen has gone black. It's back up now, so we are ready for qualifying. Because I want to watch with the guy we are actually watching, which is the leader for now, which is Thomas Jaeger. Traveling very slowly. The old start finish of the short circuit, just getting towards 130R. as they all journey. As I am looking for people selling some fast laptops. We will have the track map here, which you can see it's sector 1 with all the assets, which is pretty tricky in those TCR cars with front-wheel drive, which will um, refuse the car to turn in by letting the rear wheel spin. Those corners can better in the corners instead of getting out of them. Accelerating in these cars can be deadly sometimes with the four four-wheel drive, the front wheel drive. Sorry, but yeah, absolutely we have some of the best drivers in all league who can handle these cars, so they know what to do in these cars. They know how the car handles. They've done 8 rounds before this one, so surely they will have enough experience for this round to be able to set good results here. Of course, we will see that as this is Giovanni Nishi getting into sector 2 after setting purple sector 1. He's nearing the end of his first lap, coming to 130R, going a bit wide there as he carried too much speed into there. I think that's Keanu Hurd. I think that's Keanu Hurd going straight ahead into the chicanes. There's a wall there, so you can't drive straight ahead. As Giovanni Nishi will cross the start finish line, what will his time be? And it is PA1 with 3 purple sectors. So he is on pole position for now, as sector 1 has been taken by Thomas Jäger, who goes to third position with all 3 purple sectors. As Musk Moskvin goes third and Perez goes second. As we see Giovanni Nisci here in 7th place, with his lap being invalidated, probably because of the moment in 130R where he had gone over the white line, which was obviously too much. So he will be going for another lap, as this is Josman Mendes going to 5th position. Pretty good lap from him, as best lap still from Tamas Jäger in the Volkswagen, guy from Hungary. So he is doing his best, still in the lead of the qualifying session. So you still have Romeo Perez, which a fun fact about is that I actually um, didn't know it was him, but I've raced him in Alpha 2 League, which, yeah, of course, we're both great drivers. We both push each other to the maximum. And I believe I also had a close battle with him for phone position in GTE class. So yeah, that was actually good fun. He's a really good driver, so really fast. But yeah, he's showing himself again in here by getting second place at the moment, which we don't know if he can take pole, but maybe he is capable of getting pole position. and it needs a strong lap. Because Thomas Jäger was also nominating the practice session, so hopefully he can make a good lap out of it and get the pole position. As this is just Mendes improving his time. David Aguilar improving his time. Hasn't set a lap time. Well, he has set a lap time yet, but that one didn't count. So he must have had a track limit somewhere. But he goes to fifth position. As this is Giovanni Nishi with still invalid lap time. Still needing to set a lap time. Hopefully he can set a good lap time for himself. Because obviously he is one of the fast drivers. I mean, they are all fast drivers. And they are all trying to do the best they can. This is Josh Mendes improving his time in second one as Kosyakov goes to fifth place. As Josh Mendes is getting towards 1 to the R to one of his fast lap. 135 gauge to it, 210 before braking for Michigan. What can Josh Mendes do? Still set from 7, stays in 7. As Mike Sabalos is improving his time from 11th place. I look at the difference between Keanu Hyde and Mike Sabalos. It's literally so less of a difference. What is that? It's 14 thousandths of a second. Damn, that's close. As Max Bowles is improving his time from P11 goes to again P11. Looks like he lost 5 seconds in second 3. He won 3 seconds in second 2, so he must have made a big, big, big mistake getting into the final sector or somewhere in the final sector. I think he will not be happy with that. Don't know why, but I see the timer has been set. Oh, yeah, this is the wrong one. It's this one is what I need. This one can go off as is. Alright, we can now see the timing again with 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Sonny Malushi going to P13 and hacking off his lap by getting into the pit lane. As this is Giovanni still in 12th position, still haven't set and valid lap time. As this is Alexander Kuzyakov in 5th place. So rolling order for now in pole position, Thomas Yeager. Second place, Romeo Perez. Third place, it is Dimitri Moskvin. In fourth, Ada Iglesias, Alexander Kosiaka fifth, David Aguilar sixth, George Mendes seventh, Sanchez in eighth, Yaneko in ninth, and Keanu Hurd in 10th. We only have 14 runners in this Grand Prix, which of course one guy who can't drive because he isn't feeling well, which is the likes of Daniel Postmas, who is second in standings. Just really a shame for him, as the qualifying session only has 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. As Giovanni Nishi sets a lap time and goes to 9. So he's done a good lap then, as Alexander Kosyakov is improving his time, and someone's been off on the right hand side with that. But Alexander Kosyakov stays in 5th. Saskian Hurd improving by 2.8 seconds in sector 2. Can he improve his time and climb up to the top 10 order? He aborts his lap, probably because he invalidated it, as this is Guzman Sanchez in P8. As the qualifying session has been done, and the pole position for Thomas Jaeger, Romeo Perez in second, Dimitri Moskvin in third, Iglesias fourth, Kosiaka fifth, Aguilar sixth, George Mendes in P7, Sanchez P8, Giovanni Nishi P9, and Yanako P10. Chef Janegard in P11, Sabalos in P12, Sonny Malushi P13, and Mathieu Catalan in P14, with Sonny Malushi and Mathieu Catalan both haven't set on lap time. But with the warm-up session being started, it's time for us to move to the hot lap. And that was the whole lap with a nice drift into turn 2, which has been done right now. On also has the warm up almost. Still 1 minute remaining in this warm up session before we will move on to the important thing of tonight, the races. The important so with warm up almost being having done, it wasn't a bad sentence at all. But with the warm up session almost complete, it was time to move on to the track map. If I can get the track map, yeah, we can. So once again, this is the track map where we will have two races tonight. One which is 25, 20 or 25 minutes, and then the second race which is 10 to 15 minutes. I'm really looking forward to the races as we have some really good and really clean drivers in here who all know um, what it is like to drive and to be clean. As we are here at the start, with 30 seconds for the drivers to get ready for this race. And as they are all ready, and it's 5 red lights. And away we go for race 1 here in Suzuka. And it looks like a good start from Keanu Shade, I believe, as he is side by side with Giovanni Nishi. Now he's behind Giovanni Nishi right now, as they are getting clean, as there's a three-way battle going into turn 1 between either Iglesias, no, I'm wrong, David Aguirre and Giovanni Nishi and Josh Marinas, and Nishi going down the inside of David Aguirre and getting squeezed on the grass a bit, which almost saw him spinning out of this Grand Prix. As they are heading into both turns, or whatever the corner has been called. Because I forgot the names of these corners, as they have all stupid names. Which are my fault, obviously. But look at the swarm of cars. We here have Dimitri Moskvin and Romeo Perez. Both in the fight. Romeo Perez on the inside with the German flag on top of the car. And Dimitri Moskvin in the car with the British flag on it. Both not the nationality, but it's the one from the car itself. As Dimitri Moskvin almost spins it, and so does Romeo Perez, doing some nice drifts. And Romeo Perez goes a bit override on the grass, and he's been overtaken by David Aguirre and Giovanni. And never mind, that's Ada Iglesias. I was completely looking on there. But Giovanni Nishi on the outside, David Aguirre on the inside for 130R. This move isn't gonna stick. Yes, it is. Giovanni Nishi moving up into 5th place. But a nice move on the outside of 130R. So overtaking there is possible. As this is such a good race away. Really excited to see how the rest of the race unfolds. With Thomas Jagger after one lap of racing in P1 with a 2.4-second lead on Romeo Perez and Kosyakov. Kosyakov really close on Romeo Perez, and so is Giovanni Nishi on Dimitri Moskvin. 100% he is going for gold in the short. Uh, Moskvin is now close to Kosyakov, his fellow Russian. The thing is, can he and will he stay calm and not affect his whole race up by making a mistake which will cost him a lot of time? Because I know a lot of people making some mistakes which is unnecessary. But let's hope these drivers are smart enough to not do that. There's almost everyone is still competing. In fact, everyone is still competing, with which isn't the thing most of the times. Most of the times we will have one or two DNFs right now, but there's just keeping us lane today, it seems. So we can always go this way. As there is still the battle going on between Moskvin and Koshakov, as they are encountering each other slowly. Both still try to make a move yet, and but surely a move will be made soon. As this is Keanu Harry and Judgment Mendes, we will switch back to the move for third place for the podium position between Kosyakov and Moskvin. As the background goes in front of Josh Mendes. Wasn't really paying attention. As this is the battle for P6 between Iglesias and Aguilar. As they are going heading into Spoon. As this is the battle for third again. A lot of action going on track. By battle between Moskvin and Kosyakov. Aguilar, Iglesias and Giovanni Nishi. And Guzman Sanchez going for a move on Keanu Head as well. As I believe Romeo Perez has been involved in the battle as well with Kosyakov and Moskvin. As this is Giovanni Nishi, the Iglesias, and David Aguirre battling. Yes, this is the battle for P2. So there is a lot of battling going on right behind each other. A lot of good battles as well with some of the clean drivers we have in our racing league, TCR Series. This is the battle for 5th, and we switch back to the battle for P3, which has been moved to the battle for P2 now, between Romeo Perez, Alexander Kosiakov, and Dimitri Moskvin, and Moskvin going onto the gravel, losing a lot of time to those two, and now the battle is for second place between Romeo Perez and Alexander Kosiakov. As after almost 4 laps completed, the order is Thomas Jager, Alexander Kosiakov, Romeo Perez, Hugo Moskvin, Pedro Iglesias, David Aguirre, Giovanni Nishi, Geoffrey Mendes, Guzman Sanchez, and Keanu Kite running up the top 10. As Kosiakov is past Romeo Perez. As Guzman Sanchez has a slowdown penalty. For Chocolate W's. As we still have 10 minutes left in this race, it's battle going on between Giovanni Nishi and Geoffrey Mendes. Also, Ada Iglesias and David Aguirre are in a fight for P4. This is still the battle for second place between Kosiakov and Romeo Perez. As Romeo Perez is looking for a move down the inside of Kosiakov, but not going for the move. So Romeo Perez is a slowdown penalty for trickling abuse. So the time he is 1 is needing to be given back. As the battle for P8 between Guzman Sanchez and Kianaka continues. Who's getting P8 as they are going side by side into turn 1. Flat corner. It's not gonna work out that good. Still Sanchez in P8, Kianaka in P9. There's such much action on track. As here we have the battle between Chief Anishi and George Mendes for P6. the battle for P8 continues between Guzman Sanchez as Giannis trying to move on the outside of TCR, which has been done by Nishi, but Giannis can't do the same. Pardon? That was not my meaning, but as Thomas Jaeger still leads after 7 laps of racing, after 6 laps of racing, I mean, with a 7 second lead on Kosyakov, who is getting that move down, or drop down, as the battle between Giovanni and George Mendes is getting really close now. George Mendes all the way at the back end of Giovanni, right up into his gearbox, with Romeo Perez into a position which is still a podium position, as Moskvin is in last with a 1 lap down. Probably first retirement, yes it is. Why has he retired? What has happened to him to make him retire? I don't know. Because there's such a lot of action happening out on track here, such as this battle between Giovanni and George Mendes. As this is the battle for P2, Romeo Perez getting close up to Kosyakov once again, looking if he could make a move, heading into 1-2-0. So this is, I think, the only battle going on here on track at the moment. So for being a bit quiet over the last minute, but that's because I was uh, being asked something which I needed to answer. Please. It's a battle for P6 once again between Giovanni Nishi and George Mendes, as this is still the battle for P2 between Kosyakov and George and Romeo Perez. as George McMahon is pulling alongside Giovanni Nishi heading into turn one. Can he make the move on the outside? And there's contact, and Giovanni and George McMahon is off the track, which probably will result in a report of an accident between Giovanni Nishi and George McMahon, which the Shields will obviously look at. As the race almost has been done, only 40 seconds remaining. As Kiana Kite has overtaken Giovanni Nishi as well, but Thomas Yeager being unslainable in this race as he is leading the Grand Prix still after so many laps. As the battle for P7 is between Judgment Williams and, or I mean, Kiana and Jim Nishi. My bad. I'm just so bad in looking at things in a quick way, and yeah, but that's just my fault. As the race has been finished with Thomas Jagger being our first winner of the race, with Kosiakov in second, Romeo Perez getting a podium. Ida Casillas and before they were around rounding up the top five, Justin Mendes, Gianna Hayden, Giovanni Nishi, Yaneko and Guzman Sanchez rounding up the top 10. As we have San Malaysia and P12 and Mike Sabals and Peter needing to finish still. And if these have been finished, is with the warm up started for race 2. the race 2 coming up in 2 minutes and a few seconds, which will hopefully bring us lots of action once again, which we have seen in race 1. As I will take a short break and get back for the second round. So as we hear for race 1, as the second race is about to start. As we are on the way for second race, someone being stuck at the start, which is a shame for him. As someone's off in turn 1, as there's little defection going into turn 1 as Giovanni Nishi makes some contact with Guzman Sanchez. It's an okay start for now for Bebo. As we battle for P4 between Giovanni Nishi, Koshiakov, Sabalos, Yanakai, Yanako, ooh, and someone's off in the background. as there was a bit of contact between Giovanni and Kosyakov getting towards the happen, as Ramiro Perez has made a good start from P12, up 4 places to P8. This is going wide into Spoon as Sanchez has passed Giovanni Nishi. Some Rishi has a slow down penalty for truck W's. I look at the cars being in a swamp here and start finish straight. This I love cars on the right hand side there. As this yeah, think is the battle between Romeo Perez and Ada Iglesias, which I can't see at the moment because the thing doesn't do what it needs. The I guess it has been good. Yeah. So if everything be back at the shoot right now, we have Giovanni and Alexander Kosyakov being in a fight. As Giovanni drives in the back of Dimitri Moskvin, as Giovanni will not be happy with that, losing 2 more positions, and Thomas Jäger in third position already from a very start. Can't see where he has started from for now, but I assume he started from behind because of the reverse grid. So he has done a mega job going back onto the top three in such a short time. As this is the battle between Moskvin and Romeo Perez. At the moment, I don't know what position it is for, but at least it is for. Let's see, it's for P7. Then we look at the numbers. As this is the battle for P7 between Moskvin and Romeo Perez. Romeo Perez trying to take a better line than Moskvin as we switch to the battle for P1 between Mattia Catalan and Alexander Kosyakov. Mattia Catalan in front and Thomas Chega behind Alexander Kosyakov in the yellow Lada as that is as we see him here. Thomas Chega winning the first Grand Prix, going on hunt for second victory here in this weekend's Grand Prix. as Alexander Kusyakov is now past. No, well, he was past, but now he isn't. Cutting the chicane a bit, get past, getting the better exit. That was the final corner, going on to the main straight, getting into the slipstream of Mattia Catalan. Can Alexander Kosyakov make a move into turn one? Still a bit too far behind, taking the battle line as Mattia Catalan goes a bit wide onto the curb. And he just cuts across Alexander Kosyakov, which could have ended in a bad way, making contact. As look at this, this is a nice battle for P1. As Alexander Kosyakov is going down the inside of the Catalan for first place. For the leaves the Grand Prix, it's a three-way battle. And in the background we see Giovanni Nishin Div the Crown fighting for P4. But this is the battle we want to see, with Mattia Catalan, Alexander Kosyakov, and of course Thomas Chega for the victory here for the second race here in Japan. As there's a little contact between Kosyakov and Catalan, Kosyakov hitting the back of Catalan, and Thomas Jager on the inside of Kosyakov. Kosyakov doesn't leave the space, and they make contact by Thomas Jager pushing Kosyakov into the back of the Catalan. But it's just minor contact as Kosyakov now has been overtaken by Thomas Jager, going side by side into spawn, and Thomas Jager has made the move, but Alexander Kosyakov was breaking really late, still on the inside. Thomas Jager on the outside. Can he make the move stick? No, he can't. So Thomas Jager still in third position, but he has the better exit. He goes down the inside towards one to the R. What's it gonna be? And it looks like Kosyakov still in second for now. TKL still in first place. As in the background, Giovanni Nishi is in a really close fight with TKL, and they're turning in onto each other, looks like, and Giovanni Nishi is has got the cheek cane as Catalan now goes side by side with Giovanni Nishi in the background. He is closing behind. It's Mattia Catalan, Kosyakov, and Thomas Jager still fighting. Thomas Jager being almost pummeled, he catch the car, so he and didn't end up into his way. With only 30 seconds remaining, that will mean this is the final lap of the Grand Prix, so it will end at this exact lap. So when the cross start finish line, we will know who the winner is. As this is one of the closest battles I think we have had past few races for the victory. A three-way battle between Mattia Catalan and Kosyakov and Thomas Jager. As Thomas Jager goes beside Kosyakov on the same place as he has been squeezed. As he now goes for a move around the outside into the hairpin. As Mattia Catalan throws away his victory by going too wide. As Kosyakov now takes victory and is trying to drive away. Thomas Jager being pushed off the circle by that because Mattia Catalan going a bit offline and he wanted to try and overtake Mattia Catalan on the outside to get P1. But Kosyakov was at the battle line and he is going to pull away. I look at Thomas Jager, he knows he's faster than Mattia Catalan, but he just can't get past. And he's trying everything to get past him. Because once he's past him, he can make a better chance of getting towards first place, but it's too late for that. Well, it's never too late, but this is the final chicane of the Grand Prix. As Giovanni Nishi has a slow down penalty in P5, as Kosyakov has been overtaken by Mattia Catalan. Mattia Catalan has a slowdown penalty. And more people are getting slowdown penalties. So Mia Perez in 6th position as well. As we will cross the finish line now, and it's a position 1 for Alexander Kosyakov Kamashika P2, Matthew Catalan P3, Giovanni P4, 8 X6 P5, Ryan Perez P6, Josman Mendes P7, and Chifa Guzman Sanchez P8, Sonny Malushi P9, Yanaka P10, Kianaka P11, Sabalos P12, and David Agron in P13. So that was the final race of today. As I am for replies or people who are wanting to get an interview, as this was the final round for today. So if the race being done, as we are going to wait for people wanting an interview, but I don't see any people in for one at the moment. So let's just wait 2 more minutes. And if nobody shows up, then I'm gonna be really sad. No people doing an interview. As waiting just a little bit longer for people who are willing to do an interview. And I guess nobody's in for an interview. Mm, of course, nobody's in for an interview. Nobody is at all time. Really sad. Nobody wants to do an interview. So I've been doing this for a long time now, and it's still, um, yeah, only giving commentary. Nobody wanting to do an interview, but hey, I'm not pushing them. I'm just here to do them. I'm not here to push people to do one. It's their own choice if they want to do one or not. But anyways, guys, Thank you for joining us for round number 9 of the TCR Series Championship. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we'll see you in round 10 for the TCR Series. Enjoy and have a good night.